Because last seed I went to caverns first because I'm like, that's what the seed wants me to do. But it wanted me to spend 40 minutes in fucking caverns to get like stuff that I didn't actually need. Yeah, beelining it to the highest complexity things. I think that's what I'm gonna try. That's what I'm gonna try and focus on for this seed. Is we're gonna go to the highest complexity areas as soon as possible. But while we're getting started with the seed, did you know that only 50% of the people that watch the YouTube videos are subscribed? How is that still what we're dealing with here, guys? I've been saying it for a while now. We have to get this number to 100%. It's the only way. It's the only way for the content to just keep on coming. That good content machine feeding you, drip feeding you content. See, everybody in Twitch chat, they're subbed. You want to be cool like the people in Twitch chat, don't you? World peace guaranteed. Ruffy Card understands. World peace guaranteed. What is it? That meme where it's like society if we, and then it's like a futuristic society. It's actually, that's what society is going to be if I can get my YouTube to 100% subscribed. I'm not asking for a huge crazy subscribe number. I'm not asking for 1 million subscribers. I'm not asking for, you know, I just want everybody that watches the videos to be subscribed. That's it. That's all we have to do. And that doesn't have to be a specific number. That just means if you're watching, you have to subscribe. Otherwise, get out of here. You're ruining my 100% number. Like, if you're not gonna subscribe, just leave. You're ruining my fucking subscriber ratio, dude. Just make the channel sub only easy. Dude, I don't think you can do that on YouTube, right? Yeah, that makes no sense. You can't make a channel sub only on YouTube, because then how else do people find your videos? That's, funny idea. Yeah, me in the future, just sub again. That last seed would have been like a, if I did the right route, it would have been like a 40-minute seed. And I'm kind of sad about that. Like a 45-minute. Ooh, Drac Tunic is pretty big. Attack Potion's kind of cool too. Okay, I'm gonna do the, yeah. What? Alright, I think that's still better overall. To jump over the, Oh, this is supposed to be Adventure Seed? Bro, I do what I want. You can't make me do shit. Oh my god, the skeleton's punishing me. Oh, what a trade. Dude, that skeleton is so good at his job. I demand refund? No thank you. No smiley face. See, they're called seed suggestions. They're not guarantees. If they were called seed guarantees, then I would feel a little bit bad for you. But they're called seed suggestions, so it's just a suggestion. My tension headache is going to... I'm sorry to hear that, Dogwood. Hopefully you feel better, dude. Not seed demands, exactly. You gotta read the fine print. Have I done adventure mode with this randomizer setting yet? Adventure mode is a randomizer setting, so I think that's kind of... So it would just be me playing adventure mode at that point. Unless you mean something else. Iron Ball dashing. Iron Ball is so slow. Iron Ball is actually really good against Galamoth because Galamoth is so tall that the balls have multiple chances to hit. spend bits for actual seed commands. Nah, that's not how it works. And they fall off screen, yeah. So if they stay on screen, you can't have more than 2 on screen at once. But because they're falling off screen, you could actually throw them pretty fast, yeah. They do a decent amount of damage too. I think they do more than Buffalo Stars. Maybe not in total, but because they hit multiple times, they do more than Buffalo Stars, I think. Yeah, this is more like it. This is more of a standard randomizer seed right now. Whatever, I'll take the damage boost. It's not that big of a deal. Tooth of Vlad. I'm starting off pretty strong here. I got Alucard, or sorry, Dracula Tunic plus Tooth of Vlad, so I got a decent amount of strength buff. Yep. I'm gonna be one-shotting a lot of stuff, which is cool. What was the idea? It flew by screen, so I didn't read it. Hold up, where is it? Interesting ways of killing Galamoth. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. That's also like normie YouTube bait. For whatever reason, when it comes to like normie Castlevania YouTube stuff, killing Galamoth, killing bosses, taking no damage, people love that shit. Oh, baby. This is the... We're just gonna get all the... That's actually not that big of a deal unless I get some other crazy drops because of it. Yeah, it has to be like a no cam. The video is like... No cam, no talking. Have like some Castlevania song in the background, but it's like a heavy metal remix. Yeah, killing Galamoth with Terrafang. Bandai Cam, yeah. Stretch the game. That's that normie YouTube shit. Honestly, that video idea would probably get me like 20k views. Especially if it hit the algorithm. I feel like a video like that would hit the algorithm and like do extremely well. So I will steal that idea. Thank you for giving me that. Hello? Oh, it'll be useful for rando, yeah. Hello? I feel like I was in stun there for longer than I should have been. Oh my god, that fucking command is so long. Oh, Taco's not that great. I've tried to kill Galamoth before with Monster Vials, and it didn't go over super well. Sword of Dawn would be a pretty funny one. I could make a save. Yeah, I could just make a save outside of Galamoth, and I could force myself. Oh, I could even clickbait it by being level 1. Ooh, people would love to see that too. Because I could just edit the stats. Hey there, Eric. I could edit my stats to make myself level 1. Wow, I'm still 2-hitting these guys? With the strength buff and everything? That's kind of bad. Galamoth spells only. I could do all that stuff, yeah. It's Merman, Bat, and then Skeleton are the 3 vials that you can use for monster vials. Another early Bat. This always happens when I'm playing by myself. Never happens in races that I get early Bat. Oh well. I mean, I'll take advantage of it. Fuck. Come on, I just want to do a downward wing smash. I wasted so much time fucking around with that wing smash.
I'm interested.
Fairy card, interesting. This of Tulkas is too expensive. Medusa Shield might be worth buying. I can't get... Oh, actually, I'll just buy a Varda.
Farewell for now.
There's nothing else worth buying, so... Varda's gonna help me out in the long run. And there's always a chance I come back here with more money. Dropping off for the evening. Thanks, ASD. Hopefully I am blessed with your gargantuan brain and I start routing these a little bit better. There's multiple people that think that there should be like a balance change to the game in the randomizer with like not allowing for Chrysogram, not allowing for Varda and stuff like that. Which I think is a little silly, because like the whole point is that it's random, but it's just different people want different things. First time watching on Twitch, big fan on YouTube, awesome. Thank you, Grouches. See, it's nice to see people who are subscribed to the YouTube, enjoy watching, come over to Twitch and say some nice things. That's my favorite. Juegas muy bien? Yes. I do play pretty good. Giovanni de YouTube. Oh shit. Hold up. I'm assuming this is Spanish? And my Spanish is very bad. But I'm assuming that means you found me through YouTube? If I had to use my context clues? Ooh, Rune Sword. Let's go. What's up, Bob? Meal ticket. Alright, well. Still seeing if Mouse wants to or can do. There's already a fist-only preset as well. So if you really want a challenge, there's a preset that gets rid of every item in the game except for the progression items. And you have to beat the game fist only. That do be what the Spanish means? Ah, sick. I took 2 years of Spanish in high school, which means I know basically nothing. Let's go. You're from Mexico? Oh. Greetings. A library card would be kind of nice, not gonna lie. Hello, get through the wall, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm doing hella damage. Let's go. Yeah, this is a really cool sword. Saludos. That sword is verboten. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, who would use... Where do I rank it? I think I put it in either B tier or A tier, because it's just a great sidearm if you don't have anything else to use. Like, because it doesn't lock you into an animation, You can use this independent of any other sword swings. So you can do a crap ton of extra damage using it, basically. It also gives you range for checking items, for doing damage against certain bosses. It helps a lot. It's a pretty good sword. It's basically Heaven's Sword if it was good. I'm gonna grab this. I probably don't need it, but I still want to grab it. Just for safety's sake. Whatever. It's worth it to get the library card. Holy Glasses this early? That's a interesting sign. I don't think it's worth doing all of Second Castle early, but because it wouldn't necessarily help me. I think I want to do Castle Entrance, Alchemy Lab. Yeah, okay. I can actually realistically get back there very easily and do the rest of the checks. So this is fine. I'm not gonna go to Second Castle now because it's not gonna waste any time to do these checks necessarily. Great. I know I'm rushing to max complexity. However, there is some routing you have to do around that. I'm just a shitter. Keep to the plan. In this scenario, so when I should have explained better what I meant by rushing to max complexity. You really can't do that. Essentially, I just want to prioritize high complexity areas once I'm able to make meaningful decisions about which areas to go to. And Holy Glasses is just one level, yes. For context, going to the Second Castle doesn't mean I'm super deep into the complexity chain. I'm actually only on complexity 2 at that point. Because you start at 0, bat is 1, and then you use bat to get to Holy Glasses, which increases it to 2, and that's it. What's up, Rabu? Just got home from work, finally able to catch live. What's up? I do have decent equipment to deal with the Second Castle, though, so it's not like I'm like worried about like getting bodied or something. It's complexity 7. It's complexity 8. 7 is for speedrun, and then 8 is for safe, but it can go all the way up to like 10 realistically. I think it's like anywhere from 8 to 10. Oh, I've already done these item checks. Yeah, I need more info to figure out where I'm gonna beeline. It's just that I need to make harder. See, Jewel of Open was still in the first castle. Wait. So this is a split complexity thing. Okay, this is the split complexity thing that I had trouble dealing with last time. But I like this better than going to the Second Castle right now because I get to check Spikebreaker early, and that's where I'm gonna go. Because Spikebreaker is gonna give me more info, I think, about the seed than the Second Castle will. So your average 5th of Vlad will be locked by 5+ items. Yes. It's gonna be usually all 8, actually, items in some way are locked. Or the item that is, if you follow the progression all the way, you will find that you had to go through 8 levels of complexity to get to the last Vlad relic. So those individual items might not be required, because each, like for example, Spikebreaker is locked behind Jewel of Open plus Bat plus what is it? Jewel of Open, Bat, and Echo, which is only 3 things. but those things might be locked behind other things. Like Jewel of Open was locked behind Flight, for example, here. So that adds another layer of complexity to it. Come on, Wing Smash. All right, we're good. That's 3 Vlad relics already. This is actually kind of crazy. Yeah, because there's a chance that I skip a ton here if I find a Vlad relic at... if I find a Vlad relic at Spike Breaker, I'm in a very good position to skip a lot of stuff. That's at least how I understand it works. That might not be 100% accurate, but for the most part, it's like, yeah. Once I had 3 Vlad relics by the end of library. The issue with having a ton of Vlad relics super early is that they don't help you understand the complexity necessarily. But for the most part, complexity is difficult to understand until you get to the final levels of complexity anyways, which is why I want to go to the end as soon as possible. I think it's perfectly fine for me to do this. See you, Coyote. Because if I can figure out that the last Vlad relic is at Spike Breaker, for example, I know that that was, or if I find a Vlad relic at Spike Breaker, for example, and then I find Echo in a high complexity area, then I know that that was the high complexity check. Does that make sense? Because I don't need Echo to check it, but the seed wants me to have Echo to check Spike Breaker. So if Echo is required and it's in a high complexity area, that means it's required. That means Echo's required, that means the relic is obviously required, the Vlad relic, and it means that it was high complexity. And since there's only one Vlad relic that has the highest complexity, that means it's likely the last Vlad relic, and the rest of the Vlad relics are just somewhere else with lower complexity. Yo, what's up, Manny? Using the Prime Gaming, you love to see it. Prime Gaming subs are just absolutely fantastic. Oh, I changed my equipment. Yeah. That's the way that I'm starting to understand the complexity, at least, and I could be wrong on a couple of things, but I think kind of doing what I can to get to the end makes the most amount of sense. For example, if I find Echo here, I know that Echo isn't that high complexity, which means Spike Breaker likely won't have anything very high complexity, so I won't prioritize going into caverns and checking Spike Breaker. And I know that it's likely the last Vlad relic is going to be at like Gold Ring or Silver Ring or Holy Glasses. Someone's gonna have to explain the whole thought process. I want to do more, like, maybe if I pick Mouse's brain a little bit, I might be able to do a complexity tutorial at some point, but I don't know if... The reason I don't want to do it is because I'm probably wrong about a couple of things. Because obviously I'm not, like, able to guarantee any success right now with the randomizer. Because I'm making mistakes and I'm, like, not figuring out the complexity the proper way or something. So I'm a little hesitant to try and make some sort of tutorial or explain it, but I want to at some point. All right. So on the bright side, There wasn't anything super important here, which isn't that bad, because I'm going to go straight to caverns now. I think this is fine, because even if... Caverns doesn't have anything right now. It likely will. Oh, oops. It likely will, and that's fine. And if it doesn't, that's still fine. I mean, it's actually less fine. If Caverns doesn't have anything, I'm kind of screwed. But that's kind of how you have to play the randomizer, I think. Yeah, I think I had the wrong idea of feeling like I'm making mistakes. I think I am just guessing wrong, because at a certain point, the randomizer is about making educated guesses about where things can be. I think I make mistakes when it comes down to the logic behind my educated guess being wrong, not necessarily that the guess itself is wrong. That's where I want to get to, where I'm not making mistakes based off of the logic behind the guesses. If the guesses are wrong, then they're wrong, you know? Yeah, worst case scenario, Merman is in the second castle and required. And that's the high complexity check. However, it wouldn't be very high complexity because holy glasses were given to me so early. I actually switched to Medusa Shield. Unless it's part of the chain with rings. Oh, I guess, yeah, that's possible. It could be a chain with the ring. Yeah, okay, I can... Yeah. Second castle could have Gold Ring, which could have Mist, which could be guarding... No, because even then, that's not really that high. I think Spikebreaker might be required, if I'm thinking about it. Because how else do you get to... Because normally, some of the things to pad out the complexity is that you don't get Bat early on as a way to progress, and then, or Holy Glasses is held from you. But this seed gave me both. So, I don't know. It's hard for me to understand what the seed wants. I'm so bad. All right. Yeah, my brain is starting to hurt. I think there is a Holy Glasses like chain. I think that is correct, but I don't know necessarily if it's in the second castle or not. Yeah, if I find Echo in mines, that's kind of bad, but it's not the end of the world. Because it could still be part of the chain. So Spikebreaker could be like Gold Ring, for example. And then Holy Glasses could be the final Vlad relic. So it's still not that bad. Or it could be a Merman statue and then Merman has Gold Ring or something like that. Essentially, there's more complexity to be had here in the first castle than there is in the second castle. I think that explains why the second castle most of the time is so boring when it comes to checks. And you only find like one or two things, and most of the time it's just one thing that's useful and the rest is useless. Because the complexity is set in the second castle. You can reach everywhere in the second castle with Flight, which is Bat, and Holy Glasses, which is, you know, what you get to get into the second castle. So Bat plus Holy Glasses gives you everything, you have access to everything in the second castle, which means there isn't any room for additional complexity. I did do castle entrance, right? Yep, okay. Which is why, in general, the first castle tends to be more important anyways. And it's also why second castles can be really shitty, because it doesn't matter where. Every check in the second castle has equal likelihood of being something important, versus in the first castle that's not... Hello? What a drop, dude. Did you guys see that? Oh, man. I got a duplicator drop from a frog. That's hilarious. Do I have mana prisms? I don't think I do. I only have a library card. Hello? What is this seed, dude? You know what's funny is this is supposed to be a save split, but I think I'm gonna keep it just for the additional library cards, even if I don't find anything here. All right, Power of Mist actually will end up saving me time once I find Mist, though. Right. I don't have anything library card. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna do this for now. All right. Oh yeah, I have the Arcana. That's probably what gave me the duplicator in the first place. So that's pretty cool. If it wasn't for that Arcana, I probably wouldn't have found that drop. The duplicator is not even useful right now, so I'm not gonna equip it. I mean, I got good items, but we don't know if it's necessarily actually. Oh, I already did this. Why did I do this when it was supposed to be a save split? Did I not actually save split? Am I fucking crazy? I'm actually gonna grab Dark Armor, yeah, for Beelzebub. I mean, it won't matter too much right now, but yeah, getting excited with Duplicator's cool. The Duplicator's cool. It's worth getting excited about. Oh wait, why did I go back like there was a relic check there? Also, I got a mana refill, and I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, Caverns doesn't have anything so far. So worst case scenario is I walk into Granfaloon and find Echo. I don't want to find Echo at Granfaloon. I want to find, no, I don't want to find anything at Granfaloon actually, except for a Vlad Relic. The only thing I want to find at Granfaloon is a Vlad Relic. What am I doing? This is supposed to be a save split, whatever. I guess I'm not save splitting this, YOLO! Gra, gra. I mean, the save split doesn't even save that much time, though. Because there's a save room right here. I already have a library card. Why do I even care? He's saying your mom is a man? I don't think that's how I don't think that's what it is. He said you only need Mana Prism. Yeah, that sounds more like it. Trust me. I took 5. Bro, shut up, Radzo. Ooh, okay, nothing is not that bad. I wish it was a Vlad Relic, though. I probably should have refilled my mana there, actually. I could do some tactical damage boosts too. I'll try and do some tactical damage boosts. I'm gonna use the library card after this anyways. Unless it's Merman again for like the 6th time, which would make me quite sad. Alright, easy peasy. No mana prism, okay. Okay, alright, that's actually really good. Where's my library card? Chrysogram, and I'll do a potion, fuck it.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
I already have that. What was it that I wanted to get from here? I guess Dragon Helm.
Thank you.
And then another Varda.
Farewell for now.
Right now the duplicator is actually not that important. So I need to go to the second castle, right? Yeah, there's nothing left for me to do here. So here's where it gets a little weird. That's the thing, I don't think Mist is required, but it depends on, Mist might be part of the chain to get Echo. If I find Echo in the second castle, then I know that Mist is required. Because that means that Spikebreaker would have been a complexity 3, right? Yeah, or 4. But that's not complexity 8 regardless. So if I find Echo in second castle, I know that I need to dig deeper. Yeah, it's likely that Spike was the highest complexity, but it's possible it's not. If I get Gold Ring, that means in my head, Gold Ring is has Echo at Holy Glasses. And I don't need Echo. Essentially, I'm trying to skip Echo. If I find Echo, I'm in a bad spot. If I don't find Echo, I'm in a good spot. I messed up that fight, but it's fine. This is why rushing Spikebreaker, I think, is really important, because it gives you so much information. Because I know for a fact now that if I find Echo, Spikebreaker wasn't the last Vlad Relic, but if I do find Echo... No, if I don't find Echo, Spikebreaker was the last Vlad Relic, yeah. But if I do find Echo, I need to keep looking. Rings don't count as... Well, they can count as individual complexity if they're on different complexity layers. So, like, if I find both rings in Alchemy Lab, for example, which are both attainable with just gravity boots, for example, then I actually didn't skip they're not individual complexity layers. But if they're found at different places at different complexity layers, then yes. Imagine I just find the last Vlad Relic right here. That'd be pretty, cool. Fuck. Will it increase it by 2 stages? Where did I find Silver Ring? It depends. Where did I find Silver Ring? No, wait, it should be 1 stage. I think it's only 1 stage. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, it should only be 1 stage. Yeah. Yeah. Because I found other things on the same layer that I found flight, so it's like it didn't actually increase the complexity at all. Whereas the final ring will increase complexity. That could have been sword, bro. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Oh, this is the run, baby. Let's go. We're looking at like a 42. Duplicator was actually useless, fun fact. This room coming up is actually going to be a little bit annoying, but I should be okay. Alright, we're in there. Yeah, this is going to be, I think, the fastest seed done in Season 2. Quite possibly. Thank you, Radzo, for only donating for, or only suggesting, you didn't donate for this, but you only suggest good seeds. Nice. Minecraft has a set seed glitchless category, so why not? Yeah, exactly. If we wanted to compare this to Minecraft, this would be like a 1 in 7.5 trillion chance of getting this seed. Wait, I get to clickbait Dream again? Fuck yeah, let's go. I don't think the Dream clickbait will be as powerful this time around, but it's still. The idea of Minecraft in general is that it is randomized within specific parameters, very similar to just a randomizer in general. So, at this point, I should do double Varda. And yeah, that's fine. I don't really. The rest of it doesn't matter. Manny, thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs. This is your chance, guys. This is your chance to get in on the world record hype. This honestly feels so good, considering, like, I was getting so screwed over by seeds before this. To be able to do, like, such a fast seed. By how much is this gonna PB? This is gonna be like a 10-minute PB. Maybe a little less than, it's gonna be like 9 minutes. This is gonna be faster than most seeds I completed on Season 1, to put that into perspective. This goes to show that the second castle is super duper important. Because I got the last Vlad relic in a favorable position in the second castle is the only reason that this seed was worth it, and not going to second castle early was the right play. So doing as much as you can in the first castle, I think, goes to show that it's very important to do it that way. Trying to skip as much complexity as possible, so going for Spike Breaker early is important. We learned a lot today. Massive. Yeah, that's a 9.5 minute PB. This is, I believe, this has to be world record if you want to consider it like world record random seed. You know, there's not really a leaderboard or anything, but this is it. This is that shit. This is a 1 in 7.5 trillion chance. That's massive. I got super lucky here. I played pretty good too. I think my movement was pretty good. I got lucky, obviously, going to So Did You Know. I'll plug it. You guys are so nice. Subscribe, guys. Only 50% of the people that watch this video are subscribed. If we can get it to 100%, I'm gonna Buy everybody a Lamborghini. How about that?
Lisa, forgive me.
I wonder if it's contagious.
Son.
Call ASD right now and flex. Nah, dude. ASD would have gotten a good time on this seed too. Honestly. Because the duplicator didn't matter, so getting that random drop wasn't important at all. Actually, no, because I only used one library card. So the library card still was fine. So this is like the random drop didn't matter. Yeah, ASD would have finished in 23 minutes. I think I did everything pretty much as fast as I possibly could for this seed though. But that's because things just, I got lucky. This is definitely a I got lucky moment. There's a world where the relic wasn't at, like the relic easily could have been anywhere. The fact that it was at Medusa was really good. The relic could have been anywhere. It could have been at Creature, it could have been at Galamoth, and that would have added an extra 10 minutes to the seed almost, so. So I'm feeling really good about our race. Yeah, Razio literally watched me get the world record and is like, I gotta race that guy next? Shit.
So you
That's an amazing run though.
I'm glad you're all right.
How's the tourney?
I'm sorry.
I think the tourney's actually gone extremely well, considering the fact that it's just kind of a for fun thing that was thrown together. Like I think it's been honestly really cool. And I'm happy that it exists. So shout outs to Razio for running it and organizing it. Razio's the homie.
That the only thing necessary